I'll admit that my first exposure to the Cinematic Orchestra was more than a decade ago, back when I was in college, when I heard it being played over the in-house system at the amazing Finders Records in Bowling Green, Ohio. Thankfully, a great friend of mine happened to be working in the store at the time, so I had the perfect excuse to stand around and chat with her while I listened to the album in its entirety. To be honest, when I walked out of the store that day, I had both of the group's records in my hands, and they've been in heavy rotation ever since. I mean, come on, we're talking about a group who says that their musical mission is to, quote, make soundtracks for movies that don't actually exist. And once you experience the completely captivating musical landscapes that they create at every single turn, you'll have no choice but to completely agree. At the same time, the Cinematic Orchestra truly define what it means to have no classification. They're part jazz, part experimental, part electronica, part soul. They're simply the Cinematic Orchestra, and that's the only way you can define them. They seem to work within no real rules or musical constraints in any way, and this allows their compositions to reach an unparalleled level of beauty and overall engagement, as their music truly draws you in at every single step and takes you on an amazing musical journey. Whether it's a fast-paced, programmed beat working with dizzying keyboards and an amazing guitar riff, or a gorgeous string section working with a far more simple rhythm, the Cinematic Orchestra seem to be able to create these unnameable moods every time they pick up their instruments. I mean, find me any other group that can work with Roots Manuva and Fontella bass on the same album and make it work perfectly and go off without a hitch. At the same time though, this group definitely understands how to balance their instrumentation, as there's always enough to fill out the songs, but they never overdo the sound, making the musical space feel cluttered. It's that balance that makes these songs so unforgettable and special, as the music swells and sways, giving moments of tension and release like nothing else you've ever experienced. And they prove at every turn what it truly means to be an exceptionally talented musical group. The fact of the matter is this: nobody from any point in music makes music quite like the Cinematic Orchestra, and they manage to take your mind and spirit to places you never knew existed. And this reality, combined with their phenomenal level of musicianship, is why I love the Cinematic Orchestra.